Today we show the second possibility for Asta's new sword. We explain why and how Asta could get the devil's sword from one of the coming Clifford devils, the blacksmith devil Baal, known for his powerful weapons. Black Clover, Asta's new sword, the devil's sword, here in Yunami. Also, only a small percentage of the people who watch our videos are actually subscribed. So if you end up liking this video, consider subscribing. Please enjoy this video, let's go! The last time we talked about Asta's new sword, we explained why we believe that dwarves created the three demon swords and why they could also give the final demon sword to Asta. Those of you who watch all of our videos know that we mentioned a second possibility of what Asta's new sword might be, a devil's sword. When we mention the demon swords, then we mean the swords that were created to fight against demons. Demon Slayer, Demon Destroyer and Demon Dweller sword. And by devil's sword we mean a sword made for devils, not against them. Basically, Asta has so far used swords that should be effective against devils, but we believe it is possible for Asta to receive a sword that is particularly effective for those who use devil powers. Instead of Asta trying to fight the devils with what is effective against them, he will benefit from his own devil power, which he barely did so far, only recently when he made the equal human devil contract with Liebe. The key to this lies in the ability of Asta's 5-leaf clover sword magic grimoire. This allows Asta to keep all kinds of swords in his grimoire by turning them into anti-magic weapons, while maintaining the sword's original abilities. So in theory, if Asta somehow found a sword made by or for a devil, he could touch the sword, use anti-magic to turn it into an anti-magic weapon, and then store it in his grimoire. The question is, how is it possible for such a devil sword to exist in the first place? And if such a sword does exist, how will Asta find it? First of all, it is evident that one of the main sources of Asta's strength are his swords. So when we think about possible power-ups, we either think of some kind of awakening in the sense of Liebe's anti-magic, or simply new swords. The fact that all races so far have been using swords to increase their strength is a great indication that devils could do the same. We know from humans that they use magic tools to increase their magic power and control. Dwarves are obviously known for creating powerful magic weapons, and based on mythology, it is known that elves and other powerful beings are known to use powerful weapons from the dwarves as a gift, which could probably also happen in Black Clover, considering that the three demon swords originally did not belong to Licht sword magic grimoire. And more recently, we have confirmation that elemental spirits are connected to a higher power that enables the spirit user to attain the saint stage. It is noticeable that spirit users receive holy weapons, such as Yuna's wind god weapons or Noel's holy sword. The probability that Fuegolian will also receive a god weapon is very high. The only ones who haven't shown any sign of weapon use so far are the devils. The reason for this is most likely that if some devils use really powerful devil swords, then such weapons are most likely limited only to higher devils. That is, those who represent the Clifford positions, the so-called Clifford devils. So far we have only seen two of them in their true appearance, Lilith and Nama. So it is likely that one of the remaining Clifford devils could have such a devil weapon. And that's the key to our theory. We don't believe that Asta will find such a devil sword that happens to be hidden behind a wall or something, but that he may encounter a Clifford devil who will be fighting Asta with a devil sword. And in the course of the fight, Asta will have the chance to steal the devil weapon and use it for himself, much like he did against Licht when he took the new sword. The point is that such a situation where Asta was given a new weapon in a fight happened already 3 times. First in the dungeon, then with Licht, and the third time when Yunami gave Asta his katana. So it seems that Tabata loves to give Asta new swords in a fighting situation. And the best moment for Asta to get a new devil sword is in the Spade Kingdom raid arc, where everyone is literally fighting devils. Unless it will happen in a future arc when Asta may fight devils again. This is only the case if the humans will lose the war against the devils in the Spade Kingdom raid arc and will have to withdraw for the time being. Before we continue with this video, if you already enjoyed this content, take a moment, like this video, this really supports us a lot. With your help, we can create more and better content for you. Subscribe with the notification bell activated. Now my partner will continue to talk about the exact possibility and moment when Asta could receive the devil's sword and what skills we can expect.
Some time ago, we posted a video about all 10 Clifford devils. In this video, we mentioned a certain devil who is known as the blacksmith among all devils and who has very powerful weapons himself. The devil Baal, the lord of the Tubal Cain and the maker of sharp weapons. His title already opens up many interpretations of how Tabata could use Baal in Black Clover. Giving him a powerful weapon would make a lot of sense if Tabata keeps the references to demonology, as he has done so far. Letting Asta fight this devil in a sword versus sword fight would make a lot of sense and would be very exciting. So the idea is that Baal has such a devil weapon weapon that he may even have made himself, since he's the blacksmith among all the devils in demonology. If there's a devil weapon Asta could get, the best chance of including it in the Black Clover is to have Baal lose his own devil weapon to Asta. We imagine that Asta would fight Baal and either win the fight and take his weapon as a reward, or maybe steal his weapon, much like he took the sword in the fight against Licht. But what possible capabilities could this weapon have? If we consider that the most likely way for Asta to obtain such a devil weapon is from the devil Baal, then it makes sense for us to examine Baal's abilities in demonology and assume that these abilities could be the ones he has because of his devil weapon. But that's only one possibility. After that, we'll show you an even more likely ability. But let's get started with Baal's abilities by taking a look at demonology. Baal has the attribute of lightning and is often associated with the storm. He can throw thunder and lightning and send heavy rain. He's also able to make himself invisible, and that's literally all that is known about the devil Baal. If the Bata really sticks to the references in demonology, then he could include these skills for the devil Baal. Coupled with the description that Baal is a blacksmith and the most famous weapon user among all devils, it is likely that he has a weapon that can make you invisible or bring the storm. But none of these skills fit into the skill scheme of Asta's sword so far. So we don't have to think about what possible abilities a sword could have, but what abilities do Asta's swords already have, and if we compare them, we could find an ability that fits into the scheme. It all started with a Demon Slayer sword. This sword is able to cut magic with its edges and reflect it with its flat side. Anti-magic can be extended from the edges of the blade and be condensed into a larger blade, expanding the width and length of the sword. By manipulating the anti-magic in the sword, the user can make the sword levitate and fly through the air. In summary, Asta uses the sword for defense, attack, and movement. The next is the Demon Dweller sword. This sword is able to absorb the magical power and spells of other people. Then it can release that magic in one blow with flying slashes, with properties similar to the magic attribute it has absorbed. It can also be filled with anti-magic and then release flying anti-magic slashes. In summary, this sword can be used to control the magic of others and to use anti-magic in form of anti-magic slashes. The next sword is the Demon Destroyer sword. This sword absorbs and removes the effects of spell by severing the cause and effect relationship. The ability affects causality. It not only neutralizes magic, but its effects as well. In summary, this sword can basically neutralize all kinds of magic effects. The next sword on the list is the Demon Slayer Katana. This sword does not give new attributes, but due to its light weight and sharp shape, it allows Asta to move faster and make faster and more precise attacks that deal a lot of damage. So let's now look at all the skills. We have a sword for attack and defense, a sword for magic control, a sword for cancelling magic effects. What else could Yuki Tabata come up with that would fit into this ability scheme for Asta's new weapon? As mentioned, invisibility would be an option, and if we are being completely honest, every ability so far has had something to do with the magic of its opponents or Asta's anti-magic. A sword that gives Asta invisibility wouldn't fit into this concept. One possibility would be a magic sword that enhances Asta's physical and anti-magical abilities and allows Asta and Liebe to perform magic that they could not use without such a sword. For example, better magic control that allows them to do some sort of an anti-mana zone. This type of sword would definitely fit into the anti-magic ability scheme so far. Defense and attack, magic control and magic neutralization. And with a new possible sword, he might be able to enhance his physical and magical abilities. This is literally what is left to create the perfect skill scheme for Asta. What do you guys think? What possible abilities could Asta's new weapon have? Write it in the comments below. Feel free to check out our new videos. We've recently started with Boruto and My Hero Academia content. We will add all the links to the videos in the description below. If you haven't seen the first part of Asta's new sword, then be sure to watch this video as well. So that's it for today, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed our video, and if you did, don't forget to smash the like button. If you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe with the notification bell turned on. See you guys in the next video. Yummy out.